It's about 6:45 a.m. right now. We've just settled into this blind, which is set up in an overgrown field on a farm in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. About 20 feet out in front of the blind is an area that's known as a lek. In that area, sharp-tailed grouse have pounded down the grass in that area. This is an area where they display and they dance and they spar, and they're vying for position to get near the center of the lek where they're going to try to draw in the females. So we're up here this morning to try to film this mating ritual of the sharp-tailed grouse. They're coming in already. I knew full well that it was too dark to get any decent footage, but I had to shoot some video. What we really needed to do was just sit back and enjoy this show while we waited for it to get lighter. We had several instances where the birds would come right up to the blind, too close to even photograph. As the sun started to peek over the horizon, the action started to pick up. Around a few minutes after 9, this group of 9 or 10 males decided to call it a day. They started to drift off one or two at a time. About 2 weeks later, I had an opportunity to go back to the blind and watch the sharp-tailed grouse on their lek again. This time my wife Gloria accompanied me, and the birds were acting a little bit different. We noticed that the males were much more aggressive towards one another, and this time there were females in the lek, so the dancing was just a little bit different. We were settled into the blind by 6 a.m., and within 10 minutes we had birds out in front of us dancing and calling. And then all of a sudden it got very quiet, and they just froze. We were certain we were busted. We thought they somehow knew we were in the blind. Then all of a sudden, they started right back up again. They kept that up. They would dance and call for a while, and then they would freeze. And then it took us a while to figure it out, but then Gloria noticed that there were females in the lek, and that the males were dancing around the females, and then they would do the freeze frame. Actually, as it turns out, there were two females in the area. The dominant female that was in the center of the lek, though, did not like the competition
of the other female in the area and always ran her off when she came near the lek. I was zooming in for a little bit tighter shot of the males that were fighting in the lek. And what the heck? I couldn't see what had happened, but Gloria saw the whole thing. A hawk had swooped down to the center of the lek and scattered all of the birds. The males came back within a matter of minutes, but the females, they weren't anywhere to be seen for quite a while. Without having any females around, the males did a lot less dancing and a lot more fighting. After a time, they gave up on the fighting and started to concentrate on calling. I would guess they were trying to call females into the lek. We spotted this female in a tree, maybe 50 yards away. It looks like the calling may have worked. She landed 10 or so yards from the lek and then came walking right in.
It's in a tree over there. Yeah, I got it.
As far as the day goes, it was pretty good overall. It started out with a few sprinkles of rain and it stayed overcast most of the day. Not the greatest weather for pictures, but we really enjoyed it because the birds really cooperated for us. I ran a few of the clips in slow motion to give you a sense of how hard these birds were fighting each other.
I thought that was a pretty neat opportunity to get to see these sharp-tailed grouse performing their mating rituals and doing all this performing for us. I want to thank Steve Baker for getting this all set up and sharing this with us. Thank you, Steve.